What a night. It's Christmas. Yeesh. He came. Sweet Lord Jesus, it's here. It's finally here. Well, I guess it's time for an unboxing video. I'm excited, guys. I thought this day would never come. I finally got the Fractal audio system. This is an order that I've placed over a year ago with Fractal. And I was patiently waiting, and I thought it actually was never going to happen because I'm sure I'm not the only one on the waiting list with Fractal. They've been having a shortage of components, and because of that, people have been waiting for a very long time. I've been on the waiting list for about a year now, and I was just about to give up and purchase something else. But I guess somebody up there loves me, because just a day before Christmas, I got this beautiful box, and it is the Fractal unit that I was waiting for. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I want to do an unboxing because I'm super excited to actually take a look at this unit. You could only imagine, I don't like to wait for anything. You know, I'm an instant gratification kind of guy. I'm a little bit ashamed to admit it, but you know, I was patient like a good boy for over a year. So I want to open this with you guys. I want to do an unboxing video today. It's not going to be a playthrough. There's going to be plenty of playthroughs happening, trust me. But I just want to see what this thing looks like, and I want to give you my first impressions, and hopefully I'm not going to be disappointed with anything that I see. You guys probably realize that I've been trying a lot of multi-effects units the last little while, and I have to say that they're all getting very good. I have to say, even the small and expensive ones, they're not shabby at all. And as you know, I'm an amp kind of guy, and I've been teeter-tottering between amps, pedals, multi-effects units, and it's getting to the point where it's the advantages of using a multi-effects unit is almost outshining the advantages of going with a real amp. And so in the past, I've switched and come back, but now I'm not sure that's going to happen again. I'm not really sure what to tell you guys. I'm trying to open this thing without actually cutting my fingers off, because that wouldn't be a good way to start an unboxing video. I've been down that rodeo before, where I've actually thought to myself, that's it, it's time to go digital and get yourself a good unit. And then I've, for whatever reason, came back to amps and pedals. I've been eyeing the Fractal unit for a very long time, was not really able to afford it in the past, and I figured, you know, maybe it's just too expensive, and let it be, you know, forget it. Stick with the amps. Double boxed. It's great that it is double boxed, but it doesn't make the video any easier. All right. What was I saying? I'm too excited, guys. Sorry. I'm distracted. Opening up the box, we have an invoice, unfortunately. The sad reality of how much this unit costs. There's no exact date mentioned here of when I actually, oh, there is an order date right over here at the top. Could that be right? No, this is not right. This is the order date that they put in there, I guess, when they actually, I guess, finally got a unit in and contacted me, because it's, it says December 19th, and it's definitely, it hasn't been since December 19th that I've been waiting for this thing. It's a year, guys. A year, at least. Let's take the unit out of the box And I don't blame the guys over at Fractal. Like, I understand the challenges. I understand that, you know, because of the shortage, you know, things happen that are out of your control and you got to kind of make the best of it. But it's still very frustrating. Now, this thing's heavy. This thing's about, I think it's about 15 pounds, guys. 15 pounds of glorious tone. Here it is. This is the Fractal unit, the FM9. I know that they have the turbo unit and the regular unit, and doesn't really say turbo on it, so I don't know if there's any distinguishing marks, but this is the unit, guys, the FM9. This is a unit that has been eluding me for a year. I'm looking at it. It seems extremely solid. It's got rubber padded ends on both sides of the unit. I don't know if these come off. No, they don't. So they're rubbery, so they protect the ends of the unit, and they don't. They act as feet too, so your unit won't slide on the floor. On the back of the unit, I'm just looking at it now. There's a ton of ins and outs on this thing. I was expecting to see this, but it's quite impressive when you look at it in real life. So we have the instrument in, we have balanced left and right in 2, left and right in 3. We have a ground lift button. We have balanced left and right output. We have something called a hum buster, left and right out. We have a ground lift there too. Output number 1. We have output number 2, which is also balanced left and right. The hum buster pedal 1 outs. There's the phone outs. There's the pedal 2 outs. There's the fast link 2 SP diff in and out if you want to go totally digital. There's the USB. Then there's the MIDI in, the out, and the through. There's the power on button. And of course, the power cord. All the switches have the little screens. There's the big screen here at the top. There's the value button, which is clickable, and you could turn it, which is nice. The home and edit buttons feel really nice as well. All the input LEDs here at the top. My word, I'm sure I'm gonna have a blast playing this unit. I really just hope that it's not too much of a big learning curve compared to the units that I've already played and enjoyed in the past. But the idea behind this, getting this unit, guys, is just to get a unit that has all of the flexibility that I want. The smaller units are great. So a lot of them sound really, really good, and there's no need to spend this kind of money if you're looking for something that is going to be used for home use. But if you're going to really go the full Monty and perhaps ditch the amps, then you want something that is going to be able to provide all of the sounds, all of the routing options, allow you to build scenes and be able to build set lists where I can play live with it and basically carry all my sounds in a small box. I've tried the Helix recently. To me, it was just too big. It was going to be a pain to lug around. And this unit is much, much smaller than that one. You won't need a huge pedal board or a carrying case for this. Just as many control options on the front of it. There's a ton of amps, a ton of effects. Everything is customizable. Now it's just a question of not jumping down the rabbit hole with this thing. And when you have a unit like this, that you can actually get the sounds that you want to sound perfect, it's hard not to spend, an excessive amount of time programming. I know that a lot of you out there have been waiting, are probably still on the waiting list. Don't despair. It looks like people are getting those emails. It looks like it's happening. I'm in Canada, and I know that the initial first selection of customers were happening in Europe. So they were getting the first runs that were available. And now finally the people in Canada are getting them. So if we're getting them here in Canada, you're probably going to be next on the list. I came really close to buying another unit. I was eyeing other units that were out there that were readily available. But I think that I made the right choice with this unit from everything that I've seen and heard and all of the feedback and people that have been talking about this unit. There's not a lot of videos out there yet, but they're starting to come through, and a lot of people just love the unit. I'm hoping that this is indeed the turbo unit, because that is the unit that I asked for. The turbo unit gives a little bit more power. a little bit more processing power. But it's not written turbo on it, so maybe when I start it up, it'll mention it. Let's actually plug it in. Okay, everything's on. I'm excited. I want to play this thing. Right there. FM9 Turbo. Can you see that? There's also the little toe tag. This means that it's been inspected. GAC. Did a firmware and preset inspection, and it passed all the hardware tests. They did a pan test, a control switch test, a display LED test, external pedal test, analog I/O test, digital I/O test, MIDI test. They verified the final assembly and the cosmetic evaluation. So there shouldn't even be a scratch on this thing. The chassis, metal, guys. Powder coated. There's a lot of power within the Fractal unit. So if you don't really understand all of the elements and how everything is routed and what you can do, you could be missing out on some really powerful features, and I don't want to do that. I want to try and squeeze out as much juice and power out of this unit as I can. You know what I'm saying? I'll learn how to use it really quickly, I promise, and then we'll be back with a whole bunch of other videos. I want to wish every single one of my viewers out there a very special Christmas. Last year, guys, was a rough year for many of us, including myself. 2022 was probably the worst year of my life. And I'm really hoping that 2023 brings everyone out there nothing but joy and happiness and health. And I really want to give every single one of you my heartfelt thank you for making this channel what it is. You guys tune in regularly on the Sunday shows. You comment on the videos, you like the videos and share the videos, and you subscribe, and that's really what helps this channel grow. So a big heartfelt thank you from me on Christmas to you and your family and your loved ones. And remember, guys, it's not the toys that make you happy ultimately in life, it's the special people in your life. So pay particular attention to them, because they are the ones that make your days worthwhile. All right? So happy Christmas, happy holidays, and have a wonderful 2023 from Tony at Addicted to Gear. See you guys soon.